Hello, I'm back. Happy holidays. Hope you guys are having a great time. I'm here and finally back with an episode to talk to you guys about my Blu-ray TV collection. Now, it's not that big. I do have a lot of TV series on DVD, but I figured what would make a nice, compact, small episode would be to just go over what I have back in here, my Blu-rays that cover TV series. Now, again, not that many, so this shouldn't take long. We'll start here with a couple I got. I believe I got both of these on Woot.com, if you guys know what Woot is. If not, you can get some good deals there sometimes. I think you may even be able to get these on there still. One of them is Agent Carter. This is the complete first season of Agent Carter on Blu-ray. And I think this was originally an Amazon exclusive, and Amazon, I believe, owns Woot, so it looks like they just dumped their excess inventory over to them. Got this for like $8, and then Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., the complete second season, also got this for about $8. So these, I like the first season, Agent Carter. Second season is not... I mean, I watched part of it. It just had a different feel to it. Let me know in the comments, though, if it's worth trying to watch the second season of Agent Carter, because I do have Disney Plus. And then Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. here, this is a very heavy set. Probably like 5 discs or so. Let's take a look real quick. It's got quite a few. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. 5 discs, 22 episodes. If I remember correctly, the second season of this show was pretty good. So Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. second season and Agent Carter first season. Up here we have a series I have never watched, but I picked this up at Dollar Tree. I think this might have been the first time I was going to Dollar Tree, and it looked good. I mean, it's first season of a show. Weird concept. The Almighty Johnsons. It was a sci-fi series. It says here they're kind of like, I believe they're eternally young grandfather Olaf, Axel. I believe they're like Norse gods or something like that. Oh yeah, they're the House of Asgard. So yeah, they're like Norse gods or something like that. But the Almighty Johnsons, and that's the whole first season unedited. Couple seasons of American Horror Story I got pretty cheap for my wife a ways back, that both her and I liked. American Horror Story Asylum, this is DVD, but I don't know, I think this one was put on Blu-ray, but I only got the DVD of it for some reason. But Freak Show, the complete 4th season, I do have that on Blu-ray. This is the season with Neil Patrick Harris, I do remember that. Not much else do I know about this, but it was pretty creepy. The clown, I'm not a big fan of clowns, so that season I kind of avoided. And then actually we do have one more season here. We have American Horror Story Hotel. This was the one with Lady Gaga on it, I believe. Yep, Lady Gaga. And a lot of ghosts in an old hotel. Good. I mean, what's cool about American Horror Story, if you don't know what it is, it's an anthology series, so you'll get the same actors each season, not always the same ones, but a lot of the same ones. And what's nice is they play different roles, though sometimes not always different roles. But it's nice series, good idea for one. So got those 3 seasons of American Horror Story up here. Next, I have season 1 of Archer. Found this for $3, I believe, at Goodwill. I thought it was a good deal, and haven't watched it yet, but I've been told by my friend Chad that Archer is a very funny series, very much not PC, so I should like that. Then we have Ash vs. the Evil Dead. Now, I got this a ways back, still have not finished it. We got through about 1.5 seasons. Nothing wrong with it, just so many different things on. I think maybe we'll get back to this during this holiday break and be able to finish it, because this was a pretty good follow-up to the old Evil Dead series. Ash vs. Evil Dead. These two are not Blu-ray sets, but they're a couple of Planet Earth ones, in case you're curious. Planet Earth, the complete series and Planet Earth. Seas of Life. But the next Blu-ray set we got here is Batman. And I got this for about 35 bucks, and I thought that was a good way to get the old 60s Batman series, because I do like this. I did want to own this. I don't want to subscribe to Warner Brothers or Disney always. And I don't know which of the two stations it would be on, or not stations, streaming services, but it's gonna be on one of those. I don't want to be tied to a streaming service, as I've said 100 times, and that's why I got this. It has only just 3 boxes in it, one for each season, along with a little episode guide that it comes with, tucked in. So this is the one without all the fancy stuff like the little Batmobile and any book or anything like that. Just stripped down, just the series. I did find this at Dollar Tree one time. This was Being Human Season 1. This was an American series as well, but the British series did come first. And it's about a vampire, a werewolf, and a ghost living together. So if that sounds interesting to you, there's your series, Being Human. I don't know if it's on any streaming services, the US version. I don't really know. It'd probably be whoever owns, maybe the Sci-Fi Channel, might be that. Not sure. A couple seasons here of a series called Blacklist. I do like this. It's been entertaining. I watched only the whole first season, most of the second. I have to finish second season. I liked where it was going. I liked the different things in it. Definitely puzzling as to fully what was going to end up being the end result of the show. A little bit of a kind of a white collar situation where it's kind of being strung out, it feels like, as it gets renewed, and they're only going to wrap things up once the show is completely, not going to be renewed. They'll give it a final season to close everything up, but it keeps me interested, and that's why I look for in entertainment. I look for something that keeps me interested and engaged. So there we go, first 2 seasons of Blacklist. Then these sets, or these are each individual season of Breaking Bad. So you got from the first season all the way through the final season. Remember My Name. What can I say about Breaking Bad that probably hasn't been said 1,000 times by 1,000 people? Breaking Bad is a great series. It tells a concise story from start to end. It looks great. It sounds great. The acting is great. The storytelling is great. You do yourself a disservice if you don't check out Breaking Bad. I kind of see it a little bit similar to Mr. Robot. It's a very similar series in the respect of one being the IT world and one being the world of drugs, and one being the world of hacking, I guess you could say. But definitely worth checking out if you never have. At least give it a shot, give it a few episodes, and if it's not your cup of tea, hey, same shows aren't always there for everybody. All right. Big box of Chuck. I like Chuck. Mostly the first few seasons. Seasons 4 and 5 were not the best to me, especially that 5th season. But I like the series enough. Now, it has been quite a while since I've watched this. I've never watched this since the original airing. But this will be something great to rewatch sometime in the near future. Getting close to the point when I want to watch it again. What's really cool about having a box set is I can just watch any episode I want. I don't have to necessarily watch it all the way through. I can just pull up an episode and watch it. But definitely a great series. If you've never seen Chuck, if this goes on a deal like I got this one for a few years ago on Amazon for 40 bucks, I think it was, grab it for 40 bucks. It's well worth your money. Great series, great acting again. Also introduced us to Zachary Levi and Yvonne Strahovski. Pretty sure she's Australian, but I could be wrong on that. I picked this up back when everybody was getting crazy And I did not overpay for it. But back when everybody was getting crazy about certain episodes of blackface being removed from the internet, which was overdone in some circumstances, especially in the case of Community. Why was it overdone? He wasn't a black elf. You know, it was not... Anyway, it was overdone, the character. It was only there visible for a few seconds or maybe a minute total runtime of the episode. And like I said, it was not even half as bad as I think people were led to believe. But Community, I picked it up because I love this series when it aired. If I watch an episode, I find myself laughing still. So I said, well, might as well pick up the whole series on Blu-ray. Then I could take my DVDs and maybe donate them or sell them or give them away, something like that. Because everybody should see Community if you haven't. Very innovative. Right, next one. I do have this Coral 3D DVD in here, but that's just here because I don't know where else to put it. But Cowboy Bebop. You know, so this is the first anime I believe I pulled out of here. Yep. Cowboy Bebop, the complete series. Great music in the series. If you haven't seen it, definitely check it out. It's back from the old 4-3 days, you know, of Paniscan, or what is considered not full screen now, but was full screen at the time. But this series has great music, and I love the animation in it. You definitely need to check this out. You can watch it dubbed if you'd like. I prefer the original Japanese audio, and it's just gonna sound that much better if I watch it with the Japanese, which unfortunately will be 2.0. English, you do get 5.1. Oh, wait. Nope, sorry, you do get 5.1 here as well for Japanese. So I think this was remastered, the audio. And if it was, that's going to be awesome. But Cowboy Bebop. I believe you can get this for about 20 some bucks now on Amazon. Alrighty. Next up we have Doctor Who The Complete David Tennant Collection, which is actually two separate collections. It's the Complete David Tennant Series 2 and 3, and then you have the Complete David Tennant Series 4 and the specials, which some people call Season 5, but it's not. They're just specials. So this was a cool little set I picked up. I think I got this for 10 bucks maybe, and David Tennant is the Doctor. He was the best Doctor Who one for I call it my generation's version Doctor Who, which would be the 2005 series that started in 2005. Really big fan of his. Chris Eccleston was good too, but David Tennant was the best. But don't quote me. And back here we also have a couple other Doctor Who's. We have the Dark Water Death in Heaven 3D. These were both shown in theaters in 3D. And this is Peter Capaldi as the Doctor, which came after Matt Smith, which was after David Tennant. And then this is The Day of the Doctor, which is David Tennant, Matt Smith, and then I want to say what the actor's name is. I messed this up the other time. It was a John something, I believe John something. But at any rate, it's a really good special. If you're a Doctor Who fan and you haven't seen this special and you do know who David Tennant is and Matt Smith, you should check this one out. So great. So great. Next up we have not one but two seasons of The Flash. The Flash. Why do I only have 2 seasons when so many more have aired? Well, I'll tell you. I like the first 2 seasons. I still do. I'm not going to change my opinion on that. However, I believe after the second season that it started going a bit downhill. Overly dramatic, too many characters, too many storylines bouncing around, and the conclusions just felt unsatisfying. I guess that's what I would say, unsatisfying. So, yeah. First 2 though, definitely great. Nah, good. Not great. It is a CW show after all. Now this was a complete misprice. I saw posted up about this. I can't even remember how much I got this for. I think it was $20. I think it was $20. And that is the complete series of Fringe. This has been interesting every time I've watched it. I have not gotten through even half of the first season though, me and my wife. I think this is one we're gonna have to sit down and make a concerted effort this winter to watch and get through, because everything we were watching was interesting. It was starting to go towards something, but not enough was happening yet to really get us engaged. But all 5 seasons of it, and at a cost of $4 a season, that's a pretty good pickup. But I think that was the price. I know it was ridiculously cheap, and they got fixed pretty quickly, but they did fulfill the order, so gotta give them credit. I picked this up off of eBay, actually. eBay, or it might have been Amazon, but it's a complete series of Freaks and Geeks, and it's got it in a widescreen presentation and the original broadcast aspect ratio. So it's got both in there. There we go. And this was released by Shout Factory, and then it's got a bonus disc here of Lodo extra stuff, and then it's got a little booklet that is probably an episode guide. Yeah, pretty much an episode guide and a little bit of stuff for the actors and such. But there you go, Freaks and Geeks, the complete series. Down here, we got a demo disc of the first episode of Game of Thrones. You got it with the purchase of any HBO original series, so I must have bought something. Or I think you could get this online on their site after a few months for a penny. So I think I may pay you a penny for it. And then we got here, though, House of Cards Season 1 and Season 3. I do have Season 2. It's not in here because I haven't put it in here yet, but I do actually own Season 2. I originally watched Season 2 on Netflix, so I have seen it. I don't believe I've watched Season 3, though. I don't believe I've watched Season 3 yet. So that could be something else to watch this winter. And I gotta say, that show, if the end of second season is what I'm remembering, it was messed up. It was messed up. Legion, really good first season. Not a great second season at all. Okay, third season. Thought the ending was pretty good. But Legion. Definitely a first season that I think everyone should watch. Show just sucks you in, and you fly through it. You fly through it. A little trippy at times. A little trippy. All right, next one in here that's a Blu-ray. That's something else. Is The League, the complete Season 1. Since I have Season 1 on Blu-ray, I have found Seasons 2 and 3 on DVD. Not on Blu-ray, but on DVD. This is a good series. I watched the whole thing way back. God, what did I watch that on? It wasn't on FX. Had to be on some streaming service, probably Amazon Prime or something. But I watched the whole series. Very stupid, definitely very stupid. But there's enough moments that made me think and laugh that I would say to people, it's worth the watch. It's worth a watch. You're probably not going to watch it again after that, but it's worth the watch. I picked it up because, like I said, I think there's enough things I want to go back and maybe jokes I even missed. So I want to go back and see if there was anything else. And there's some extended cuts, and I don't know if those were on the streaming service I was watching it on. All right, couple sets of Louis here. Now, here's an interesting one. This set, the taller set of the two, this set is DVD on one side, Blu-ray on the other, which is very much, it's exactly the same as what HD DVD was doing, where you could buy an HD DVD, it was HD DVD on one side, and it was DVD on the other. This is the first season. It's the only way I saw it released. So that's why I have that. And then the second season is just normal old season. So unfortunately, I have this, you know, I'm not a big deal on how things look, but I mean, it'd be so much better if I moved this to a Blu-ray case, but even if I did that, I'd have to have cover art that would fit it, that or chop it like here, and then his eyes would just be sticking up, which I guess could be funny, but yeah. So the series of Louis, if you don't know what this is about, it's about Louis Anderson, just kidding. It's not about Louis Anderson, it's about Louis C.K. And what it, this is before all those allegations, you know, and what he even admitted to doing. It's a funny series. It's basically like supposed to be like his real world, like his real life and stuff. And it comes off, especially now as a parent, there's definitely a lot of stuff you can see in there going, oh my God, yes, I know exactly what he's saying, you know. But yeah, check it out if you haven't. And if you have it, maybe on the Disney Plus service, maybe they're gonna add the Fox stuff or something. If you can find a way to watch that, check that out. Louis. Next up, we have season 5 of Merlin on Blu-ray. Why season 5 only? Because I found it at Dollar Tree. Funny part is, I've watched the first 3 seasons of this, like, or 2.5, 3, something like that. But I watched a lot of Merlin. I just never finished it. So definitely maybe worth, definitely maybe. It's worth it for me to go and check this out. I don't know if it's worth it for you. Watch a few episodes of the first season. It's the British version of, it's called The Adventures of Merlin. It's definitely a younger take on it, as far as Merlin's character. It's, you know, it's, I'm not going to say much about this, but the Mindy Project, and in a purple case, which is kind of cool, actually. It looks kind of nice. I actually like that. Kind of wish they had gone purple for Ultra HD, the Blu-rays, but I think they went black so they could do cheaper cases. The Mindy Project. If you don't know Mindy Kaling, I want to get her name right, from The Office. She was on The Office. She's the main character in this series. I think she is one of the writers on it. It's entertaining enough. It wasn't super funny to me, but it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I chuckled a few times, I guess. I don't hate it, though. I can definitely say it's not a series I would say I hate. It's just a series that I don't know if it's amazing, you know. My wife likes it, though, so if it makes her happy, makes me happy. Modern Family, first 2 seasons. This series started off so great, and it's pretty entertaining. I just checked out an episode the other day. It was still pretty entertaining. I'd say some of the characters had gotten dry and tired. You could tell some of the actors were phoning it in, especially where I'm watching. I think I'm watching stuff in the 11th season, the final season. You just don't have it in you at that point, it just feels like. But Modern Family, if you don't know the show, it's on probably like 80 channels, so you'll see it whether you want to or not. This is a Jim Gaffigan comedy special, so that's actually supposed to be down here with the comedy stuff. All right, a few more here to go. Got One Punch Man, another anime. If you want to see one of the most quirky anime that also has really cool action, One Punch Man. That's all I'm going to say about that. Anything more ruins it. Orange is the New Black. One of the first big Netflix series to kind of get crazy out there, and everybody is jumping on that bandwagon. The first season was good. I did watch a little bit more of it on Netflix. It started going downhill for me, though. Right. I'm trying to remember where I got this, but Pride and Prejudice, the Keepsake Edition. So it's a 2-disc set. It's the landmark A&E adaptation, or A&E and BBC adaptation of Jane Austen's Pride and Prejudice. Colin Firth and Jennifer Elle. Let's see what we got here. We got Pushing Daisies seasons 1 and 2. I watched a few episodes of this, and I was so interested in where it was going, everything. I don't even remember it now. It's kind of like that show, well, anyway, it doesn't matter what's like, but Pushing Daisies is pretty interesting. Basically, he can bring somebody back from the dead, but he has to basically touch them again within 1 minute, I think it is, or basically somebody else will die, somebody else nearby. So it was such an original idea. I just wish I could remember what had happened on it, but I'm pretty sure it's one that once I jump back to it, we'll remember enough stuff, or they'll remind us through last time on, kind of thing. Quantum Leap. Oh boy. This is a good series. All 5 seasons. I got this at such a great deal. I believe I got this deal at, let me think if I can remember, it might have been Amazon or Best Buy. But I was so excited about this because this series I have loved and loved and loved all my life. It just was such a great show when in my younger years, probably my older teen years. And Scott Bakula, great actor. The guy who played Al, don't want to mess that up, Dean Stockwell, great as well. The whole things they were doing towards the end with the Evil Leaper and stuff, really great new concepts. But the whole series is great. And what's nice about it is, outside of knowing the leaping concept, you can come in on any episode, and almost any episode, and be able to just be entertained. So, Quantum Leap, the complete series. I can't believe when you get something like that for $35 after how much I know like the original season cost me on DVD. All right. I'm not going to say much about this, but seasons 1, 2, and 3 of Rick and Morty. I mean, it's Rick and Morty. Morty. Hey, Morty. Oh, my. Oh, Morty. So, that's all I'm going to say about that. There's a Robot Chicken set in here and a C-Lab set. Neither of those are Blu-rays, so those don't fit this episode. But I do have seasons 1, 2, 3, 4 of Sherlock. And Sherlock was such a great series. First 3 seasons especially were great. 4th season, definitely not as good. But the first 3 seasons of this show are really, really entertaining television. Some of the better stuff I've ever seen, especially of a series of this nature. I guess a detective duo series, Dragnet kind of thing. But Sherlock, this is the BBC one that has Benedict Cumberbatch and I'm gonna hate myself for not knowing his name. Martin Freeman, yeah. And one of the main guys that wrote it, Stephen Moffat, or created it and writes it, Stephen Moffat and Mark Gatiss. Stephen Moffat, loved the guy's episodes of Doctor Who. Did not love him as a showrunner of Doctor Who, though. I'm saying a lot of controversial stuff here today, aren't I? Star Trek Enterprise, mostly because of one man on the cover there, if you can see him. That is, yes again, this Scott Bakula. It's the only real reason I have this first season, and I got this on a great deal. But Enterprise, Star Trek Enterprise. Spider-Man, the Spectacular Spider-Man Complete Series 4-disc Collector's Edition. I got this for my nephew. He never even opened it. They gave it back to me. He never opened it after a few years. So, and then I did pick this up just recently for $14. Stargirl, $13.99, $14 Stargirl. Never seen this, but I've heard this is a really, really good superhero series. So I want to check it out and give it a try. And I will not purchase the Warner Brothers streaming service, whatever the heck it's called. HBO Max. Strong Bad, which is not a series, but rather Strong Bad from the Homestar Runner site back in the day. strongbademail.exe. Really old, probably outdated humor at this point, but you know, there was a time. That 70s Show, season 1. That 70s Show, season 2. The only 2 series individually released. Only 2 seasons. So I'm a little bummed they didn't do the rest of them individually. But I'm only a big fan of the first 4 seasons. I like the 5th at times. 6, 7, and 8, no. Those seasons just, to me, they're just not the same feel of the show. I really wonder if the showrunners changed. I gotta look that up one day, because it felt different to me. It really did. It really felt different even after the first 3 seasons. But that 70s Show. Got this recently in a trade for, I believe we traded. Yeah, we traded Dollar Tree purchases. Is Torchwood season 2 on Blu-ray. Season 1 of Torchwood is not the greatest. I will tell you that. That's my opinion, but it's more Monster of the Week, building the group, creating relationships. So that is necessary, don't get me wrong. But season 2 really turns it up a notch. Really gets some a cohesive story going the whole season, and really entertaining. I believe it ties into Doctor Who a couple of times this season as well. Yeah, and that would be the David Tennant Doctor Who. So then 2 last titles. One is I have 3 seasons of True Blood. True Blood. Do it this way, I guess. True Blood. I like True Blood. I watched it through once. Definitely gets pretty horrible later seasons. The first couple seasons were really good, and then it just started to keep kind of meander. I would say that would be the word, meander, all over the place. And that's because I think they just ran out of ideas or stories, so they kind of just started revealing stuff very, very slowly, and kind of started becoming a bit of a CW show at times. Never horrible, but there was some episodes I had to fight through to watch. And then one last one here. I've recently picked this up on Black Friday, and that would be Watchmen. I've heard it's good. Everybody that has actually watched it that I know has said it's good. I really hope it's good, because I do like the movie, even though the movie's Zack Snyder. I do like the movie. I don't love it, but I'm hoping this is entertaining superhero stuff. I really am. So as you can see, I have a lot of stuff in here, stuff that doesn't belong in here as well. But I have a lot of stuff in here, not as much as some people I'm sure out there, but that's because a lot of TV shows, I don't think you need them on Blu-ray. I think, I mean, that's changing. In my opinion, that is changing. But I think a lot of shows just, they just don't have the effects or necessitate a Blu-ray release. So, at any rate, I hope you like my collection. Let me know what you think of it. What's your favorite series that you own on Blu-ray, or which one do you want to see on Blu-ray? I'm also doing a giveaway. I'll give away codes. Just, answer that question. What's your favorite series that you own or want to own on Blu-ray? And if I pick you, I'll message you for your email, and you message me back, and we will be in business. I have about 100 different codes, so you know what? I'm at like 228 subscribers. You have to be a subscriber to win, but I'm going to give away 3 codes. So whatever first 3 people post and give me a title of a Blu-ray that they wish they owned, or they do own, and maybe even one they want to have they wish for, they wish would come out, then you could find yourself winning one of the free digital copies, and you'll get a pick from the list. You get to pick. So I guess that's all I got. I'll see you guys next time. My name's Jeremy. As always, don't quote me, but definitely, please, subscribe to me. Thank you.